Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom nestled amid rolling hills and pristine lakes, there lived 3 royal sisters. Their lives were intertwined with beauty, yet none more so than the youngest, Psyche. Her loveliness transcended the boundaries of mortal comprehension, casting a radiant spell that made even the goddess Aphrodite's heart quiver with envy. Psyche's mere presence was enough to ignite the desires of any man who gazed upon her, and so, no mortal dared to dream of winning her hand. While her elder sisters found love and started families of their own, Psyche remained unwed, a shimmering jewel locked away in her father's palace. As the years passed, her father's concern for Psyche's fate grew. He saw the inevitable loneliness that lay ahead for his precious daughter. In search of guidance, he embarked on a journey to the sacred oracle of Delphi, high in the mountains. There, he presented his dilemma, and the oracle's response was clear and divine. He returned to his palace with a heavy heart but determined to follow the oracle's words. He dressed Psyche as if she were to be laid to rest, in garments as white as the purest lily. Together, they ascended a treacherous precipice, where the world seemed to drop off into the unknown. There, alone and trembling on the edge, Psyche's heart pounded like a caged bird. But her fate took a surprising turn. A gentle breeze, the west wind Zephyrus, swept down and cradled her in its embrace, carrying her away to a place unknown. It was as if the very elements conspired to protect her. When the world below came into focus again, Psyche found herself in a magical meadow, bathed in sunlight, and surrounded by vibrant blooms. At its heart stood a magnificent palace, a testament to the god's craftsmanship, surrounded by lush groves and playful fountains. In this enchanted haven lived Eros, the god of love, himself unseen. Zephyrus deposited Psyche in the god's care, and from that moment on, her life took a surreal and wondrous turn. Eros, his presence hidden, courted her with words sweeter than honey, and their love blossomed in secret. However, he laid down one strict rule: Psyche must never attempt to gaze upon his divine form. For a while, Psyche adhered to her husband's request, and her days were filled with boundless joy. She reveled in the beauty of her surroundings, and the palace's every corner revealed new wonders. But as the seasons passed, Psyche's happiness began to wane. She longed to see her sisters, whose absence weighed heavily on her heart. With her yearning for her sisters came her own downfall. Her desire for their company was so overpowering that Zephyrus, at her request, brought them to her otherworldly abode. Filled with envy at the sight of her extraordinary life, they poisoned her mind against her husband. Whispering tales of a hideous monster, they convinced her to use a sharp dagger they provided to free herself from his grasp. Her sisters soon departed, leaving Psyche in turmoil. She wrestled with the seeds of doubt planted by her own blood, torn between the love she felt for Eros and the fear of what he truly was. At last, her longing for her sister's presence overshadowed her devotion. In one fateful night, she resolved to heed their wicked counsel. As the moon cast its silver glow upon the palace, Psyche crept to Eros's side, clutching a lamp in one hand and the dagger in the other. She approached his sleeping form, expecting a monstrous visage to greet her, but to her astonishment, the face that lay before her was the epitome of divine beauty, the very essence of love itself. Overwhelmed by the sight, Psyche leaned closer to get a better look. In her trembling hand, the lamp betrayed her, letting a drop of burning oil fall upon Eros's shoulder. Startled, he awoke and, seeing the dagger in her hand, his eyes filled with sorrow. He reproached her for her treacherous intent. Then, with wings unfurled, he took flight, leaving her alone in the moonlight. Despair washed over Psyche as she realized the gravity of her actions. Her beloved Eros, the god of love, had flown away, leaving her heartbroken and lost. In her anguish, she sought solace in the nearest river, believing it would provide the peace she so desperately craved. Yet, instead of closing over her, the waters bore her gently to the opposite bank. There, she found herself in the company of Pan, the god of shepherds, who extended a comforting hand and whispered words of hope. He assured her that she might one day be reunited with her husband, for Eros still loved her and watched over her from the shadows. Psyche's journey was far from over. Filled with a relentless yearning for her lost love, she embarked on a quest that would take her to the corners of the mortal realm and beyond. Her odyssey led her to the highest peaks, the deepest abysses, and the farthest reaches of the world. As she ventured forth, her name and tale spread like wildfire, capturing the hearts and imaginations of those who heard it. Many offered her assistance, driven by the beauty of her story. Yet, she remained steadfast in her pursuit of Eros, guided by an unwavering hope. Eventually, she appealed to Aphrodite herself, the goddess of beauty. pleading for her mercy and assistance. But Aphrodite, still consumed by jealousy, agreed only on the condition that Psyche would complete a series of seemingly insurmountable tasks. Each challenge was more daunting than the last, testing her courage, determination, and resilience. But in her darkest moments, when all seemed lost, invisible benefactors sent by Eros came to her aid, ensuring her success in each endeavor. Psyche's trials led her to confront her deepest fears, face the fiercest foes, and overcome the most impossible obstacles. With unwavering determination, she pressed on, driven by the unshakable belief that her love for Eros would conquer all. Finally, Aphrodite issued a final, ultimate task. Psyche was to descend into the shadowy realm of the underworld and seek a mysterious box containing the charms of beauty from Persephone, the queen of the dead. Psyche's heart sank, for she believed that death itself would precede her entry into the land of shadows. As she stood at the precipice of this final challenge, ready to embark on her perilous journey into the underworld, a soothing voice reached her ears. It was a voice that carried wisdom and guidance, promising to lead her safely through the perils that lay ahead. It warned her of the dangers to avoid and provided her with crucial instructions. With newfound determination and armed with this invaluable guidance, Psyche embarked on her journey into the depths of the underworld. She crossed the river Styx, offering the ferryman Charon his toll without hesitation. A cake pacified the menacing three-headed guardian Cerberus, allowing her to pass safely. Within the realm of Hades and Persephone, she resisted the temptation to partake in the somber banquets and the lure of the shadows. All the while, she clutched the box of beauty charms, the very key to her return to the world above. Psyche's journey through the underworld was fraught with peril, but she remained resolute. She was driven by the belief that if she could succeed in this ultimate task, she might once again hold her beloved Eros in her arms. Yet, as she emerged from the darkness, Psyche's curiosity got the better of her. She had followed every instruction diligently, but the allure of the mysterious box was too much to resist. Unable to contain her fascination, she opened it with eager anticipation, expecting to find wondrous charms of beauty within. To her shock and dismay, a dense black vapor poured forth from the box, enveloping her in its sinister shroud. It was a darkness that seemed to swallow her whole, casting her into a death-like slumber. Unbeknownst to her, Eros, who had lingered nearby, unseen and watching over her throughout her perilous journey, finally intervened. With the gentle touch of one of his golden arrows, he awakened her from her slumber. In her dazed and disoriented state, Psyche found herself in the presence of her beloved Eros, the god of love, who had never truly abandoned her. He gently reproached her for her curiosity and folly, reminding her of the trust they had once shared. With her heart heavy with regret and her eyes filled with tears of joy, Psyche and Eros reconciled. Their love burned brighter than ever before, a testament to the enduring power of their bond. Eros, determined to secure their happiness, approached the mighty Zeus himself. With his persuasive words, he convinced the king of the gods to welcome Psyche into the ranks of the immortal gods, granting her the eternal love and happiness she deserved. Their reunion was a moment of unparalleled joy, celebrated amidst the grandeur of Mount Olympus. The Graces showered the couple with their blessings, perfuming their path with the sweet scent of blossoms. The Hours scattered roses across the celestial sky, painting it with vibrant hues. Apollo lent his music, filling the air with the melodious strains of his lyre, and the Muses, their voices joined in a harmonious chorus of delight, sang the tale of Psyche and Eros, a love that had triumphed over adversity and soared to the heavens. In the end, it was not just a tale of love and beauty but a testament to the indomitable spirit of Psyche, who had faced unimaginable challenges, conquered her own doubts and fears, and emerged victorious in her quest to be reunited with her beloved Eros. And so, the story of Psyche and Eros became a timeless legend, a symbol of the enduring power of love, and a reminder that even in the face of the greatest trials, love can conquer all and lead to a happiness that knows no bounds. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. Have a beautiful day and thank you for stopping by.